Sexual harassment in the workplace is a form of discrimination that includes any uninvited comments, conduct, or behavior regarding sex, gender, or sexual orientation.
When I was around 14 or 15, I was entered into this small beauty pageant. And after the beauty pageant was over, this man came up to my mom and I and offered me a job. Time he made this comment to me, and he said, "You know, Latinas are kind of like this exclusive thing." And I was like, "Okay, what do you mean?" He was like, "Well, if you look at porn, there's not a lot of Latinas in there. And when there is Latinas in there, they're very successful videos and they put it in the title and everything." And I was like, under his office was this company that sold quinceañera dresses, quinceañera accessories and everything. And he said he wanted to make an ad. And then we went out to the back and he started taking pictures of me. He said he was gonna be for an ad, but I wasn't wearing, I was wearing my normal clothes and I wasn't wearing anything quinceañera. So that felt a little weird, but I was like, okay, I don't know what he might Photoshop something. To this day, I don't know what happened to those pictures. I don't know what he did.
I was working with the school district, and I was new, and so you're always the rookie. And there was a man who was brought in, and then we were on our way to a conference, and he said, "Well, let's stop by my house before we go on our way to the conference." And at that point, I was like, "Well, okay." And again, I fell into like every single trap, because at that point, I should have said, "No, absolutely not." Right? We think we should, but you don't, because you're like, what do I say? And so when he came closer to me and he said, "Come on, let me kiss you. Come on, let's do this." And he started touching me. At that point, I was able to push him off, and he laughed. I'll never forget like that laugh. Like he was just kind of like laughing, and he said, "Well, that's okay. Maybe next time then."
Sadly, incidents like these are very common at workplace, and main reasons for sexual harassment at work are concentration of power among few individuals at the top management level. These individuals have power to hire, fire, and promote employees. These powers are also used to blackmail employees and gain sexual favors from them. With their careers at line, it's very difficult for an employee to say no, and they end up falling in the trap. Mostly companies do not have a very strong sexual harassment policy. Even if they have, they are rarely implemented. Big names like Uber and Fox News ignored sexual harassment allegations against their employees just because they were the top performer of the company. Acts like these trivializes the issues and promote sexual harassment at workplace. It also gives the harasser a lot more confidence to carry out these kind of acts in future. Many sexual harassment cases at workplace are found in companies with a male dominant culture. In this culture, women progressing are oppressed by men by sexually harassing them. These sexual harassment cases then not only hinders their career growth but also make the woman feel uncomfortable at the workplace. There are a few steps we can take to prevent sexual harassment at workplace. Sexual harassment at workplace can be reduced by having more gender diversity at the top leadership level, or have equal gender representation at the top management level who control the hiring, firing, and promotions of a company. With independent sexual harassment committee, we can have more efficient policies which will highlight the issue of sexual harassment at workplace. Then the implementation of these policies should be fair and impartial from top management and CEO of the company down to the lower ranked workers of the company. Women sharing their survival stories under the hashtag MeToo empowers other women to come out and report their sexual harassment cases. This reporting eventually brings down the number of sexual harassment cases at workplace.